Can you read your mind? This ain't taxes. Ain't no holding. Hey, lay your cards down, 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 down. No, pocket Lexus. Hey, throw your keys up. Hey, stick around, round, 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 round. Stick around.
All right, and welcome back to the second season of Dr. Brownsville. I'm so excited to have everyone here today. And I'm excited because we have a woman who is powerful in her own right, Tamesha Webb. Everyone give her a round of applause, studio audience. All right. So Tamesha Webb comes to us with a lot of experience. She's from Long Island, New York.
Yes.
All right, very good. She's a lover of learning, and she's a lifelong learner. And she's known as the go-to person for everything that has to do with education. That's a big title.
Yeah, and I own it.
That's right. You understand everything there is to know.
People think I do, so they come to me, and I try to do the best I can.
All right, you are the T, is what they
Yes.
say. You're
Yeah.
the T. All right, she's an alumni. Oh, I think you're currently in Harvard Graduate School for Education.
And I'm an alumni. I'm
an
both.
alumni,
I'm
okay.
a current student and an alum.
Okay, very
Yeah.
good, very good. And you've received a couple of awards. You received the Intellectual Contribution Award, which is amazing. What is that?
So every year at convocation, graduation for Harvard, they issue a number of different awards. Among them, one of them is the Intellectual Contribution Award. That is an award where a student is nominated by their peers, but then selected by the faculty. And it is essentially someone who they felt greatly contributed to their learning experience during their time at the school.
Wow, and that was you.
Yes, that was me.
All right, very good. That's very good. And you have a bunch of other things that you do. You can talk a little bit about this. You started a Young Women's Leadership Network, or you worked with it, or talk a little bit about that.
Yes, so the program that I did at Harvard for my master's was a school developer program. So it was really for people who was into either designing or creating a new school or innovating within an organization they were already at. My route was focused on girls education. I always had a goal of opening an all-girls school. And so I had the opportunity after graduation to learn how to do that on someone else's dime. I was hired by the Young Women's Leadership Network to lead the opening of what was going to be the Young Women's Leadership Network of School of Newark. So that school, it was a lot happening in Newark at the time. That school did not actually open, but I was asked to stay on board, and I supported the launch of some of the other schools that were opening by other leaders. So they had schools opening in Kansas City, California, some other places across the country.
All of that.
You learn a lot when you are leading the opening of a school. There's so many things we just don't think about when you're in it, but very insightful, informative experience.
So you have a very broad career. Like you've done a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's why I'm the go-to.
You're the go-to. All right. All right. So why don't we take it back a little bit, because I feel like we jumped the gun.
Okay.
So let's start off with where you're from. You're originally born and raised in?
So I'm originally born in Macon, Georgia.
All right.
A lot of people don't know that. My family is from Macon, everyone, my mom's side and my dad's side. But I moved to New York when I was 18 months old. And I have lived in Westbury in Long Island since I was 18 months old. Same house and everything.
So you know everybody in Westbury.
Oh, yeah.
You're well connected.
You're
like the OG. Like,
I'm from a big family. My mom's one of 14.
Oh
all
my
of her
gosh.
siblings,
oh my God.
aunts, uncles, they all went to Westbury. So, yeah.
One of 14.
Yes.
Yeah, they're definitely from Georgia. Okay, so you went to elementary school, middle school,
High school
in Westbury. And then for your undergrad, you went where?
I'm a proud alum of an HBCU. I
Okay.
went to Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta, Georgia.
Clark Atlanta. And you are an AKA.
I am. I pledged while at Clark.
Okay.
The Alpha Pi chapter there.
So talk about that. We have students that's interested in going to HBCUs. I think they have a bunch of fears about HBCUs. What's one thing that you would want to tell a student that's interested in going that you wish somebody would have told you that would have kind of helped you to transition easier, or probably was just easy for you?
Yeah, there is no greater experience than being in a place where you are surrounded by people who look like you. They might not be like you because all Black folks are not the same. We're not a monolith, but surrounded by people who look like you, who are all aspiring to achieve excellence. That's a different level of motivation, inspiration, power. People often speak about like you can't be what you can't see. There was nothing that I thought I couldn't be because I saw examples of it in every which way direction while at CAU.
So no regrets?
None.
There's not a part of you that felt like you made the wrong decision?
I would do it all over again in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. And it seems like you had a lot of fun. You had a really good experience.
Did I? I did. I
But
did.
you got the grades.
And I graduated on time.
Okay. Good. Okay. So the reason that I wanted you to be here is, one, to introduce you to the entire district, but also to talk about this project that you're working on and to give a little background on the project and the goal and the objective of it. So what is it all about?
Yes. So for context, I am in a full-time doctoral program at the Harvard Graduate School of Education. It's a very unique doctoral program. So the third year of our program, no one is on campus completing traditional coursework. We are all in residency sites across the country, residency sites that are grounded in U.S.-based pre-K to 12 education. So it could be a school district, it could be a nonprofit, depending on your path and your goals. I am someone who aspires to be a superintendent, so I thought...
Hey, let's just pause that. All right. Little awkward silence. She's putting it out in the universe. Say that again.
I aspire to be a superintendent.
Okay. All right.
And so it made the most sense to do my residency in a school district. So I am here, and during our residency time, we are charged with leading a strategic project, something that will be a marriage between our interests plus a need for the district. So what we landed on was focusing on project-based learning and performance-based assessments. A lot of reasons why, but at the forefront, it is, one, at the state level, all of the districts across the state were asked to draft what it means to be a portrait, of our graduate competencies. And so the idea is, now that we have them drafted here in Uniondale, what does that look like to see those competencies in action? One way that we believe this could work is by implementing performance-based learning in the classrooms. We could really see these components come to life. We also know that at the state level, they are piloting a project-based learning team, which is comprised of different districts across the state. So we know that this is in the pipeline.
To replace, you think, state exams?
Not to replace, not in the immediate, if anything, but to give an alternative way for students to demonstrate mastery, right?
Okay.
We want to make sure that students have the opportunity to be leaders in their learning, have autonomy, and have ways to just really demonstrate what they know and are able to do that are different from the traditional. And so, being that we know this is coming, we think it positions Uniondale uniquely to be ahead of the curve, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what we're working on here. We are trying to...
And anyone can participate, teachers, staff members can be a part of it.
Anyone who is really interested in innovating within their practice. You know, oftentimes we hear that teachers don't always have the autonomy, right, to do what they want to do in the classroom, be creative. This is an opportunity for people to do that. It's non-evaluative. This is really exploratory. So if you are already...
There's no stakes.
There are stakes because the kids are at stake,
Well,
right?
the kids are at stakes, but what you're saying is, if a person doesn't create a project-based assignment that meets a specific standard, we're exploring different things, we're being creative.
Right. This is a space where you truly get to
about
explore.
children.
Yes.
I just want to make that clear. All right.
This is a space where you truly get to explore. And a part of the process is we might set out to do something and it doesn't exactly work the way we want it to, and that's okay. The same
right.
way it's okay in the classroom, right? And so that's okay. If, we don't hit the intended goal, we'll still be learning from this experience, and then we can go back and, ideate and figure out how do we improve it so that we do get to a place where this is able to be implemented across the district.
I think that's awesome. I think it speaks to multiple intelligences and students that learn in different ways. I was always a visual learner, and I loved math, but if they gave me the opportunity to demonstrate my learning in a more comprehensive way, as opposed to sitting in one exam on a day that you're probably not feeling well or you went through something emotionally, that's not necessarily the best way to assess a person's true ability. So I think it's a great idea. I really, really do. And I think we have a lot of teachers that are doing some of that work already. And I want to encourage you, if you want to continue in that work or just share some of your best practices, please speak to Mrs. Webb. Now, aside from all the serious stuff, I didn't write these questions down. You got to answer with honesty.
Okay.
All right? If she says the wrong answer, we have to boo her.
Oh, no.
Make a decision.
Okay.
Who's the best? Is it Jay-Z or is it Nas?
This is a tough one.
Well, let me stop. For the young people in the crowd who only know Lil Wayne or the mumble rap, whatever you listen to, I don't even know anymore. It just sounds like sounds. These are some of the best rappers of all time. So I'm asking her which one is the best, Jay-Z or Nas?
This is a tough one, and I'm fully going to lean into this answer. I'm going to say Jay-Z.
Oh.
I'm going to say Jay-Z. And I'm surprised at you because Jay-Z is Brooklyn and Nas is Queens.
I'm from Brownsville. I love
Right.
Brownsville. I get it.
Right.
But Nas, that's for grown men. You understand me?
Fun fact, Nas's daughter is a product of Westbury schools as well.
Gosh, now she's trying to
See, a lot of people don't know that.
name drop now. All right. All right. So the next question is Beyonce or Rihanna?
I didn't even have to hear the second after you said
Just
Beyonce.
But
I was
not.
sold.
So you're the crazy Beyonce fan person.
I am a part of the Beehive. I am a proud card-carrying member of the
The
Beehive.
last album was great.
Everything.
You didn't even.
Everything.
She just said everything. She didn't even
Everything.
say it was good. It's just great. That's it.
Just great. I also.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Why is it? Because my wife is a part of this thing.
Okay.
Why is it that there could be no criticisms? Why can't anyone say this could have been better? I have a friend who's with someone, and I made a joke like, "Oh, this could have been better." It just went bad. The attitude, it's a lot of aggression.
I won't say she's above criticism.
Oh.
I will say this, because even the last album, Cowboy Carter, I am a country music fan, and I can say Cowboy Carter is not a traditional country album. It's a Beyonce country album, and that's what it is.
Okay, I get what's happening here. It's just straight delusion. It's like Knicks fans. They don't care if they win or lose. All right,
Yeah.
Next one. What's your favorite sports team?
I am a hardcore Knicks fan. I think that it says something about loyalty when you stick beside your home team, right? And you don't waver.
Funny you say that. They just went to the Eastern Conference Finals, so now all of a sudden. Have you always been a Knicks fan?
I've always been a Knicks fan, and I will also say the highlight for me is my favorite player is Carmelo Anthony. And so when Carmelo Anthony was a member,
We're good. We're okay.
a player on the Knicks,
You're valid.
You're
sanctioned in the streets, as the kids say. You're sanctioned.
That was a highlight for me.
Oh man, that was right. Favorite football team?
Giants.
Favorite book? The book that changed your life. You read it and you said, like for me, it was Spook Who Sat at the Door.
Oh, I love that.
I read that book. I said, that's it. I'm done.
That's a good one.
What about you?
I have two. Can I say two?
Yes.
The first one would be The Alchemist.
Okay. Yeah.
The second would be the autobiography of Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frederick Douglass too. That was Souls of Black Folks. Let me tell you something. I
There's
started
some good
reading these
ones.
books, and I just started walking different. I felt like I need to change. Pedagogy of the Oppressed. When I first read it, it was life changing. Let me ask: did you grow up reading a lot, or was it a part of the family stuff, or was it just your own thing?
I have always been a reader from as early as I can remember. I was a fan of book series. So
Nancy Drew?
Nancy Drew,
Oh,
Boxcar Kids, Babysit. Like if it was a series, I love the book series. But then when I got to college, we talk about HBCUs, that was when I was first introduced to many of the books that you just named.
So I grew up reading and writing a lot. My older cousin Jamila, she'd read a book every week. So she had stacks of books everywhere. And like sometimes specifically black men, they attribute reading and academic excellence to like a feminine trait. They think if you're doing these things, then you're soft. So I read all the time. I just didn't talk about it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was ashamed of it. But it's always soothing for me and
Yeah.
validating when I read and I get to hear messages from the book, things that I always felt. And then I read and I go, okay, I wasn't crazy. It made sense.
Yeah, no, I was the kid in the class who loved reading out loud. You know how some kids hate reading out loud? No, call on me and give me the longest paragraph.
And what about math? Math and science?
I loved math until they started putting letters and numbers together.
Oh, that's mean.
That's when they
And
lost
it's
me.
selfish that they did that to you.
And then for science, I've always liked the non-traditional sciences. So when I was in high school, I had the opportunity to take classes like forensics, marine biology, and those were the sciences that really engaged me. But really forensics, because at one point I thought I was going to be like Dr.
Detective.
Wu in
Yeah.
Law and Order. Yeah.
Yeah, psychology changed my life, man.
Yeah.
Like once I started learning about self-defense mechanisms, your ego, all these things that I was wrestling with, I said I love psychology.
Yeah.
But I love working with teenagers. I don't know why. They drive me crazy. They get on my nerves. Like this kid right here. You can't see him. He's not on camera. But this guy right here gets on my nerves. We cool now, but
Keeps
he's
you on your
gonna-
toes.
He's going to have a problem. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us at the Dr. Brownsville podcast, and we will see you next time. God bless.
Thank you.
Oh, and listen, hold on. Wait a minute. Don't press the button yet. I want to give you your flowers. You've done a lot of work, and all that some people really want to hear is thank you. So there's girls in these different schools, and there's people in these districts that are very grateful for you. We stole you, and we're keeping you. Shout out to Westbury. But thank you for being excellent. Thank you for showing our girls that they can do many different things. And thank you for standing in your truth and being who you are.
Thank you. I received that. And thank you for receiving me.
Yeah, you're good. All right. Anyway, take care, guys. God bless.
Thank you.
Damned if I cannot dance with you. Come pour some liquor on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a come take it to the floor now.